You may have seen diagrams like the one on the left before, but you may not know exactly what they are or why the lines are different lengths and the shapes are different sizes. Who creates these diagrams and what do they tell us? To put it simply, they're called forest plots, and we'll delve into the other questions over the next few slides. Exactly why they're called forest plots, I'm not so sure. Some say it's because when you turn the diagram on its side, the shapes resemble the trees of a forest. I personally don't see it, but I'll leave it up to you to form an opinion there. When a researcher, or a group of researchers, complete and publish a study, it becomes available for others to review. In order to verify the findings of a study, other independent researchers look to compare it against similar studies. When they deem the studies are of a certain quality and of a comparable standard, they begin to analyse the findings. This analysis and publication of this analysis is called a systematic review. Within the results section of a systematic review, you will commonly see a table similar to the one pictured here. This example looks at whether decaffeinated coffee intake is correlated with ovarian cancer. On the left, you can see a column detailing the studies included within this review, and in the second to last column, you can see the confidence intervals of each respective study. Confidence intervals are commonly expressed as CI. This graph details a 95% confidence interval, which means there is a 95% chance that the results for each study will fall between the upper and lower valued details, or a 5% chance that they won't. The confidence intervals allow researchers to visually compare findings by creating forest plots. The lines of these forest plots represent the upper and lower limits of the confidence interval. The black dots represent the odds ratio, and the grey squares surrounding the black dots represent the sample size relative to the other studies in the review. For example, we can see in the second study that the odds ratio is 0.71, and there is a 95% chance that the results will fall between 0.51 and 0.99. We can also see that this study holds the largest weight within the review, as it has the largest square, which may be due to the sample size of this individual study. Now, to interpreting the results of a systematic review. The diamond, pictured at the bottom of the forest plot, details the consolidated findings of the meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is simply information from different studies presented in the same manner, as it is highly unlikely that all of the below studies are going to present their findings in the same way. You will also note the vertical lines through this forest plot. This is known as the point of no difference, which, because we're talking about ratios, is 1. If a confidence interval crosses through the point of no difference, this is considered a red flag, whereby the intervention, in this case decaffeinated coffee, may actually increase the risk of our outcome occurring. For example, anything to the right of this point may actually increase the risk of ovarian cancer. So, what do you guys think? Does decaffeinated coffee intake increase the risk of ovarian cancer? Because the diamond at the bottom of the forest plot falls to the left of the point of no difference, if you said that there was insufficient evidence to suggest that decaffeinated coffee increases the risk of ovarian cancer, you would be correct. Thanks for listening.